Good morning, everybody. It's weekend day, it's Friday.
Boop, boop.
But Michelle's not working today because she took a week's holiday. Because she's skiving.
Because I did.
Yeah, she's skiving. She's reneging on her duty to look after me and keep me in the manner I'm accustomed to. We're knowing for... I got an eye roll then. Uh-oh. Today's not starting well for me. Okay, we're going for a road trip. We're going to go to...
Deep Sea World.
Deep Sea World near Edinburgh.
North Queensferry.
Yeah, well, obviously, the other side of the bridge to Edinburgh. Oh, it's now 7:30. We was trying to set off at 7 o'clock.
But I overslept.
I didn't. Well, I did actually. Cat woke me up at 1:45. Anyway, we're on our way. Guys, with our first stop, SSE Energy Solutions, charging up the car, and we're going to go in and have a Starbucks. So we stopped off for breakfast at Starbucks. I'm getting my fruit toast, which I love, just starting to see a muffin, so I thought I'll get one of them. Michelle's getting a fruit compote or whatever it's called. Michelle's just waiting to pick up the coffees, which I think she's just been shouted for, so coffees are on the way. Here we are. Breakfast time. Okay guys, so we've arrived at our destination, which is Deep Sea World in Queensferry, which is right under the Forth Rail Bridge.
Listen, I'm very excited to get here. Very excited little girl.
Okay guys, Deep Sea World, Scotland's National Aquarium, and we've got a How Big Are You? And a shark 3.2 metres long. We don't say what type of shark it is.
Looks like a great white to me.
Yeah, well, it could be. Okay guys, it's pretty dark in here, but here we are in the beginning of the aquarium. The sharks.
morning, everyone. How are we doing today? Morning. Oh, come on, guys. I know it's the morning, but we're still sleeping out there. I said, how are we doing today? Oh, fantastic. My name is Sean, and I'm joined by our aquarists today, Shona and Dominic. And today we will be doing your seal feed. Now, before we do begin, I do have a quick safety announcement to make. Just please make sure you're not dangling any items over the railings so nothing falls into the water with our seals. If you could just keep that in mind while I'm doing the talk, I will greatly appreciate that. But to quickly introduce you to our four main stars of the show here, we have Benji, Cody, Marvolo, and Sophis. Now, Benji and Cody are the more darker looking furred ones, and they are our youngest seals. Benji is 11 years old, and Cody is 10. You can always identify Benji with his white spots around his neck and head, whereas Cody's got darker looking fur and smaller eyes. When it comes to Marvolo and Sophis, they are our more grey looking ones, and they are actually both 18 years of age. They have came all the way from Tynemouth Aquarium, so there are 2 new additional members to our deep sea world group. However though, their looks are not the only way to tell these guys apart. The best way to tell them apart is mostly through their personalities. Benji is a little bit, more calm, he's more chilled and relaxed, whereas Cody is a little bit more on the cheeky side and does try to steal the fish out of the buckets when our aquarists aren't looking, and Marvolo and Sophis are just big softies at the end of the day. We do have a nice wee family dynamic going on because Benji and Cody are half-brothers, and Marvolo and Sophis are the uncle and dad to Benji and Cody, which is actually quite adorable. You may have noticed, guys, since the last time you were here, the Seal Harbour has been renovated into our Seal Rock area to kind of simulate a more accurate environment of what our seals would be in if they were out in the wild. Now, as you see, our aquarists are doing some of their daily activities with our seals today. Now, these activities, guys, are all completely voluntary. Our seals are never forced to do them, and we never withhold food from them either. If our seals are not feeling up to the task, they still simply get fed. But these activities are actually more for the seals' benefit, because seals are such highly intelligent animals, guys, that they do need to be mentally stimulated at all times. Now, these exercises are extremely effective at doing that, and what Dominic is doing there is known as targeting. So once they do the exercise completely, they are then rewarded with some food. And it's just good for their general exercise and mentally as well. As you can see, our seals do look incredibly cute, guys. But if you do see seals in the wild, just make sure that you do appreciate them from afar. Seals are very naturally curious animals by nature, and they tend to bite things out of curiosity. If you're to be bitten by a wild seal, you may develop what is known as seal finger, or otherwise known as necrosis. Now, necrosis, if left untreated, guys, it can be quite fatal towards humans. So it's just making sure you're keeping yourself safe as well as the seal safe. Because in the wild, the pups of seals are also extremely curious. And if you're to approach a wild pup, you may accidentally leave your scent on them. If this does happen, the mother may detect your scent, and they may unfortunately abandon their child. So if you do see any seals in the wild, guys, that are injured or look like they need your help, my best advice to you is just make sure you contact the SSPCA, who will be able to handle the situation more effectively. Now, obviously, harbour seals and seals in some dangers and threats within the wild, particularly humans hunting them, as well as plastics in the ocean. Due to a lot of people littering a lot of things into the water, it is estimated that harbour seals do digest 25 kilograms of plastic per week, which obviously isn't great, and their naturally curious nature does hold them to their disadvantage when they do see plastic, thinking it is food, they're directly eating it, and then they're obviously getting quite unwell. So it is just raising awareness for this, guys. So if you do see any litters on your local beaches, or just in general, make sure you're putting them into the correct bins, so hopefully we can prevent more litter going into the water so that these animals can live longer lives in the wild for as long as humanly possible. Now, obviously, they are very happy and fantastic to be just getting their food today, which is nice to see. Obviously, there are different types of seals out there in the wild as well, guys, such as grey seals. Now, grey seals are a little bit more different. They're more kind of canine-looking in the face, and when they are pups, grey seals have a white-coated fur, and they tend to shed into their adult fur as they get older, whereas harbour seals are just born as miniature versions of themselves, basically throughout their entire lives. However, though, this is not our biggest pet peeve at Deep Sea World, ladies and gentlemen. Our biggest pet peeve is when people confuse seals with sea lions. Now, it is quite an easy misconception, but there is actually 3 main ways to tell seals and sea lions apart. The main one is their vocalization. With harbour seals, when they want to communicate, they will simply just grunt or snort, whereas sea lions do have that more classic seal bark that we're all familiar with. The second way to tell them apart, guys, is actually their movement. You'll notice with these guys, they don't use the back of their flippers very often. Instead, they just kind of wriggle up onto the beach like caterpillars, whereas sea lions do use their flippers more often, and it's in a more rotational movement as well when they are under the water. Now, finally, the main way to tell seals and sea lions apart is a very easy one, guys. It is simply their ears. So with harbour seals, you'll notice they don't have any visible looking ears, but if you do look very closely with a good keen sense of eye, you'll notice they do have holes at the sides of their head that does get covered with a flap of skin when they go under the water. Whereas for sea lions, if anybody has seen the iconic masterpiece movie known as Shrek, that is pretty much what sea lions' ears look like, and it's not too much of an exaggeration either. They are quite Shrek-esque with how pointy that they are, and it is an interesting search if you do ever want to check that out. Now, harbour seals are actually fantastic swimmers, and they are more at home when they are under the water. Seals can actually hold their breath for quite a fair amount of time. Does anybody in the audience want to guess how long a harbour seal can hold their breath for? And I'll get 50 points for the correct answer. Yeah. That is a very good guess, but unfortunately it's a little longer than that. What are we thinking, guys? Longer than 20 minutes, yeah? Yes, that is it! Fantastic to you! 50 points, amazing! It is half an hour. And it is a very interesting process how they're able to hold their breath for up to half an hour. It is simply due to a protein in their blood known as myoglobin. Now, what myoglobin allows seals to do is it traps oxygen deep within their muscles, which allows them to hold their breath for this duration of time. Now, not only are seals fantastic swimmers, but they are also amazing hunters. In the wild, they are known as opportunistic feeders, which means they'll hunt anything that they can get their hands on. Now, this is in contrast to our resident harbour seals that Shona and Dominic are feeding a bit of sprat and herring. The reason that we're feeding them these types of fish specifically is just simply due to the rich fat and oils, which allows seals' blubber to stay nice and big. The blubber is that thick layer of fat that you see on seals, which allows them to stay warm during the winter period in particular. It is quite crucial, guys, that we feed our seals between 3 to 5 kilograms of fish every single day, which is a crazy amount when you think about it, because that's more than any of our fish in the aquarium eat combined, and this is on a daily basis as well. Well, guys, that is all the information I have to tell you today about our harbour seals and seals in general. Thank you very much for coming. If you have enjoyed the talk today, my name has been Sean, and you're more than welcome to leave a review on TripAdvisor if you guys have enjoyed the experience. If you have not enjoyed the talk, my name has been Stephen, and I just want to get a big round of applause for our seals today, and Dominic and Shona for being amazing as they always are. And if you're interested in getting some seal masks, guys, they are here. And if you have any sort of questions you want to ask me, I'll also be here for the next extra couple of minutes. And thank you very much, guys. Hope you enjoy the rest of your time here at Deep Sea World, and have a great day. Thank you very much.
Poisonous dart frog. It's only 1 to 2 centimetres. You'd never find it. No idea what it is, but it's poisonous. Okay guys, Gilthead CB. Sorry, green. I missed the R out. They eat smaller fish. You know, grow up to 70 centimetres long. And they're from the Atlantic Ocean. Okay guys, here we are, piranhas. Star of many a film. They don't look that dangerous. I have to see one of them's teeth. Maximum size 2.5 metres from nose to tail, 2 metre wingspan, weighing up to 100 kilograms. So if you catch one of them, it'll feed you for a while. Okay guys, this is supposed to be the moving walkway. Unfortunately, they've turned it off. So we're going to have to move by walking. Never mind. Okay guys, Michelle got me here under false pretenses. She told me that there'd be a moving walkway so it'd be easier to get around the aquarium. She didn't tell me that moving walkway would not be moving.
I didn't know.
I feel duped. Time for a cup of coffee, I think. So there's a new one for me guys. The word piranha literally translates to tooth fish in the Brazilian language. Tupe. I'm probably saying that wrong, but I've said it. Okay guys, we're going to come in and look at some creepy snakes and frogs. Don't like snakes.
Well, that's the python.
Well,
In that time there.
fortunately I can't see it. So I'm quite happy with that snake because I can't see it.
Support conservation projects in orange countries.
Ah, it's on holiday. White tree flag. Let's see if we can find it. I'm not seeing. Oh, there it is. I can see it on that branch. Why is it called a white? Oh, it's called white, it's not white. I was about to say that's not white. Obviously named after the person who found it, or discovered it, or whatever. Okay guys, we decided to eat here. I've got myself a sandwich and some backup chips, and Michelle's got herself
A burger.
a double burger thing. This week's quite big, doesn't it?
It's massive.
Oh, we're going to munch away on that. Gift shop octopus being chased by a shark. Okay guys, while we're here in Queensferry, it'll be great. I thought it was a good opportunity for us to get a closer look at the Forth Road Bridge, sorry, rail bridge, and the Forth Road Bridge over there. Yeah, good opportunity. Get the closest look I've ever seen anyway. And here we are guys, both the road bridges. And that guys is the end of our long journey home, and we stopped off at the chip shop on the way. Oh, we're sharing the chicken fillet supper and throwing a sausage on as well, because why not?